Hi there, folks. Long time. My summer friends are back, back on pasture. Yeah. Very lovely horses. Horses. Yeah. Gonna try not to make this too long a video. I know sometimes I just get rambling on or off topic. And I just want to keep to the weather. And with these horses, I mean, they collect flies, don't you? Oh, fee. It's nice. Yes, I just turned 10. This strange art that works. That's a lot of love. Thanks. Okay. Just some dates here. So I think I'm gonna have a rainy August season. Yeah, today is the 25th of July, so we were sort of promised some thunder and lightning yesterday and today. I'm not sure if it's gonna pull through. It seems to be in my universe. I think it has to do with a recent passage we had our interaction with Pluto. Oh, it's so boring. Which kind of already turned into a nothing burger, but we had a big flare out, which means we've seen that flare a few times. That even we see a big reaction from the sun. It might not always be so serious out there, and that's a good thing. Other times, well, weather is weather, and it is a hard. Will it ever be an exact science? I think we can get a whole lot more, precise than where we are today. And the places on this planet that did get a dry summer. Shout out to southeastern Europe. So a lake in Serbia had just totally drained. The 5 degrees higher than usual, which is a lot. If you've been down there in the summertime, it easily turns, 35 degrees. If that turns up to 40, 42 degrees, it's tough. Yeah, we've had plenty of rain. I'm glad to say, though not everybody is equally happy. A bit further west, they had so there was some bad flooding. Flooding is always bad, but it's still better than us getting torched. So that's just my opinion. This is an Icelandic. Heia, Aron. So if I can get to it, in the middle of August 15th, we are going direct with Mercury. I think that's going to be felt because it's in the middle of the hurricane season. So you're going to probably see there for maybe 3-4 days or something. Not try to get too much into it, but that's a big chance you're going to see a hurricane, or maybe a couple of, maybe more. But it's going to be, Mercury is so fast that they usually don't last so long, and they might not be so powerful, but it's not easy to predict. I am by no means an expert, but I'm one that has listened to expertise a lot over the years, so I'm just doing educated guesses, and I'm trying not to do anything more than that. And I'm lean a bit on my own understanding with the work with the Milky Way. Okay, so that's the 15th of August. Then in September we have 2 dates, two interactions. Once in the 10th to 11th, I believe, we direct with Saturn. So that's one of the bigger, that's one of the unlit stars, as James would say. And then on like 10 days later, on 1st of September, we'll be stationing direct with Neptune, and that might be, you know, 2-3 days of it. And sometimes these effects last, while the electrical interaction doesn't last so long, the effects of it might linger for quite a bit longer time. Though, then, from my voluminous notes, in October, as we are getting ready to prepare then for hopefully a good, you know, a good forecast for the winter. As we're getting closer to that, from between the 5th to the 9th, we'll have this comet I talked about earlier strafing by. If I can do so, I will upload some pictures to this video, or I'll just attach it to where I post it on Instagram and on Facebook. Tar maten din. Ta det som tanntråd. Great. It's good to do it with a smile, I think. The comet, Xinchuan, so the Chinese that saw it first, or Xinchuan Atlas, two observatories noticed this coming by. It's a small comet, so I don't think, and it's not gonna be direct, but it's gonna be very close. It's gonna be very close, and I think it's better if I can get these pictures posted along with this, so you can see for yourself, to help you visualize, because we are gonna be out there like somewhere between the distance of Mercury and Venus, between us and the Sun. It's just gonna graze ever so slightly by us, but we will be. I believe we are gonna be feeling a little bit effects of being in that tail region, depending on its size. And the tail region can be a whole lot. It's much longer than what you see visually, and it's mainly, there's a composition of you know, cosmic dust in there, hydrocarbons and whatnot. Things that are being drawn into the comet, because comets are not dirty ice balls. snowballs. They are not evaporating water, because they are just very black charred rocks, very not watery. The water you find around a comet is just that, around the comet. It's getting drawn in, because there's also hydrogen atoms in space. That is what I think is like when we are in the Milky Way, and when I do this my weather prognosis, I tend to look at the clouds of the Milky Way and look at them as water clouds that are being drawn in from our galactic local space, if that makes sense, and traveling inwards towards the center of the galaxy. We are, of course, nowhere, by no means close to the center. We are in, it's a bit like here, in the outskirts, in the suburbs of the galaxy, if that makes sense to people who live out in the cities. You have to travel a bit to get out in the countryside, and we are in the countryside of the Milky Way, so to speak, far from the center. Yeah, more like in the in the rare region. And you see these big objects there? They are, of course, drawing with them a whole lot of flies, if that makes sense. Perhaps if you are one that likes to watch the stars like I do at the time, between the 5th to the 9th, you can look up and maybe there will be more stjerneskudd, starbursts, shooting stars, due to small pebbles and rocks also being in the tail of this comet. If it was a big one, I would be more on the alert, but this is a small one, so I think it's just more like it's a good opportunity for us to take as an exercise in just visualizing these effects, in a sense. One thing that we could experience, though, that is a bit perhaps if you can find some old Chinese works on this, yeah, I take it some other time. But maybe there could be a small flu outbreak in the wake of us grazing this comet tail. Why? Because of also in the tail region of comets, because of all the different elements that are accumulating around it. You also find, as they are getting mixed together, they form nucleotides, which are sort of the building blocks of life. And these are very simple, very raw nucleotides, I would believe. And some of them might be virulent. Before you can say the V word, no, you don't. We don't know what the composition of such a virus would be, so we cannot. You're not gonna get a magic shot that can. But you can strengthen your immune defense if you know about that. There's quite a few ways to do that. One of the things I like to do to take care of myself, and which I've been doing for a very, very long time, is by using or good quality skin oils, or just like you don't have to even pay a lot of money on it to buy just like coconut oil that you used for food making. That's what I got on me today, for instance. Or it's a mixture. These oils are very good for just protecting the skin. A few years back, when we had those lockdowns, and the unhealth authorities said go wash your hands with spirits. I was like, what? Then you remove that fat layer on the outside of your skin that more than anything stops things taking hold in your body. You can even think of it like a second skin outside your normal skin, this oil. And by washing it off, you're just exposing your skin for you are far more at risk by following those kinds of advices, if you ask me. And I'm willing to debate that if anyone feel like that they have to go out and justify those lockdowns, which were entirely unjustifiable. By all means, try have a go at me. That's just gave you 2 fingers, but I can do it saklig. I can. But enough about that. But those were the things I wanted to say, and not go too much, fly off in too many other directions. Today I'm chopping wood, so I want to get it ready for the winter. And when I saw these horses just standing waiting here under the oak, hey, let me go up and say hi to them and have this chat here with you. So yes, and later today I might. I'm working on some mixes, so I'll get back to that. But till then, see ya.